just out of the city today called Bakersfield, which is about an hour and a half drive from LA, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and there's some mountains beside where I was staying, so decided to come and explore. On Strava it's just a 20-kilometer climb only. The average gradient's about 3 to 4%, but it's got quite a few up and downs, so I think the actual gradient's higher. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really, really quiet around here. About 1 car's passed me so far. It's a lot different scenery to what I'm used to. It's really, really arid here. Just golden grass everywhere. Quick update. Been climbing for almost 17 kilometers now. Total ascent is 650 meters. It's just so quiet here. It's crazy. And so arid as well. Just nothing around really. 20 kilometers up now, done 850 meters climbing, just over an hour, and I think I've reached the top, but it's sort of rolling a bit now, and I'm just going to carry on for a bit because I'm enjoying the ride so much. Okay, so I'm now 8k down the road from what I thought was the top, and we're still progressively climbing slowly. Gone up about 230 meters in the last 8k. It's kind of a bit weird, it's just like up and down and up and down, but we're steadily going up. Doesn't really look like there's any sight of it stopping. Can't really see what's ahead of me. Just been hit with this brutal gradient now. It's been about 8 or 9% for the last kilometre. No doubt about it, we're climbing now. Finally have a bit of a view. Looks like we're going up and up. Funny how I thought before the climb, oh, it's only 20k and should only take me like an hour, and then I'll just go back down. And now I've been climbing for 1 hour 42 and done 29k's up. So I only brought one fig bar with me, and that went down way too quick just now. Yeah, tough work. Check my phone, and turns out I'm on a segment that's about 5 kilometers long with about 460 meters ascent. So the average gradient's about 9%, and I'm about 1.5 to 2k's into it. This is going to take me deep. Yeah, let's make it to the top though. Can't be called epic California climbs for nothing. You know you get when hungry when you're passing trees like that with some sort of fruit on them or nut, and you're like, can I eat that? They're everywhere though, so they look pretty tempting right now. Road's just getting narrower and narrower. Such a beautiful climb. Keeping it like middle of zone 2. Can't really go any easier because it's so steep. I'm sitting at like 50 cadence now. Yeah, I feel like almost near the top now though. The end is in sight. Yeah, maybe another kilometre or so to go. Teaches you to be prepared, doesn't it? You're like, oh, I'll just go out for a little spin, don't need much food. Suddenly you're doing a 33 kilometre climb with 1500 meters elevation gain. I have some good news and, well, bad news, depends how you want to look at it. I finished that segment about 1.5 kilometers ago, and the road is still going up. And I just checked Strava, and it looks like it could go up for another 4 kilometers yet, or even more. And it gets steep. So, what would you do? Would you carry on after 2 hours and a bit of riding and no food, with at least 40 kilometers to ride home, albeit mostly downhill, or would you just turn around and cut the losses and get back and probably still bonk? It's a tough one. Such a nice road. It's just so peaceful here. So I guess you can see what I've decided to do. 39 kilometers now, 1700 meters total ascent, 2 hours and a half out on the bike, and I think I'm on the last stretch now. Maybe 3 kilometers to go. That's another fucking 15 minutes. It's gonna be hard. Just trying to go a bit slower now, pace myself. Yeah, and think about the way back when we get there. I'm 42.3 Cheyenne now. I've climbed 1950 meters and I'm now 2000 meters above sea level. Just really trying to pace myself. This is so dumb. So I think I've made it. I don't really know, but I've climbed 2,000 meters and we're 2,050 meters above sea level. Done 43 Ks and been out for almost 3 hours, so it's going to be a tough ride back as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, fuck, my body's taking some abuse today. Just come down from up there, I was up in the clouds. That's such a cold descent, my hands are so cold. Done 58k now. It should be about 84k when I go back to the car, so I've got about 25k to descend, maybe a little longer. It's like a small tarantula. Pretty sweet. Let's get back and get some food there. Never has a gel tasted so good. What a ride. So it ended 85 Ks with 2,170 meters climbing, and I was out for about 4 hours, so yeah, that was ridiculous. I can't believe I made it to the top pretty much. I have to check when I get back if it went on any longer, but it started going down quite a bit where I reached, and it just wasn't worth it going any longer, and I was just so cold coming down, it was ridiculous. Yeah, it was a big struggle, but I'm glad I made it, and that was a bit of a unforeseen gem because it was such a beautiful climb and a really nice area, so I'm glad I did it.